Okay, so I put 1 2/3 cup of flour and I sifted it down in my bowl. The camera keeps cutting off. I think that's the reason I never use this anymore. So, I sift that so I don't have them little balls in my stuff. Let me see what else the Toll House package says do. Let's get some baking powder, 3/4 teaspoon and 1/2 teaspoon. So let's get 3/4 teaspoon of this non-aluminum baking powder. 3/4 teaspoon. And then let me get, just a minute, I gotta get my soda out of the pantry. How much Arm & Hammer do we need? 1/2 teaspoon. So, okay, we got half a teaspoon. Alright, we got that going. And now we'll put in 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I use this Morton sea salt because I just like it. There's a 1/2 teaspoon of that. Now, I'm reading the recipe here. If y'all were here, you can help me. Okay. Now, since I'm using this phone, you're just going to have to bear with me. And like I said, if you don't want to watch, so I'm not going to sit here and cut this thing on and off. And I'm not going to edit it. I got too many things to do to sit there. Y'all can fast forward it. Fast forward it. Okay. Now I'm going to get me let me get me a, I guess I'll get this. Okay. I lose my brain. I lose my brain if I didn't have it, y'all. Okay, well I got my sugar, so I'm going to take my I've got my flour here, and I'm going to take my other, and I'm going to put my 1/3 cup. I've got my pure cane sugar. I'm going to do 1/3 cup. About like that. Then I'm going to I make my brown sugar with white sugar, and I put molasses with it to make my brown sugar, because I know it don't have no byproducts in it if I make it. Now that's packed. You want 3/4 cup of packed. When you get that brown sugar, don't just pour it in your cup. Most of you know this, some of you don't. Pack it down and make it look like a little cup, because that gives you more sugar. So about 3/4 cup of the brown sugar, probably be nearly a cup, about a cup of brown sugar. So then we're going to give us a teaspoon of our Mexican vanilla. Lord, you can't not have vanilla. Can't. Gotta have vanilla. Okay. Now I'm going to put about 1.5 sticks of butter, which would be 3/4 cups. So I'm going to use my challenge butter, but I'm going to dip it out, just eyeball it. I'm going to just dip out 3/4 cup. Okay, that's 3/4 cup of that. And I was going to use my hand beater, but I don't feel like messing with it. Having to sit here and do all that. So I'm going to beat this with my mixer, and I'll be back. I like using this deep down bowl because then I don't fly it everywhere. You know, Billie Jean's one to make stuff fly everywhere. Now I'm going to add just one egg to this. Right there, just like that. Now you have beaten that till it's fluffy. That sugar and all that's fluffy. It fluffs up kind of, see there? So now we'll just beat this just a little bit. And then we'll be ready to combine our dry and our wet. Okay, now I've got my dry and I'm going to incorporate that into our mixture. A little bit at a time I'm going to beat that in. Let me just get, I'm going to try to do it with just kind of, since we don't have a whole lot of, this is not a big recipe, we can leave it in there itself and talk a little. We're just beating that down in there. Getting that off the sides and so forth and so on like that. See. Just wanting to beat that down in there. Keep that in you so you get all your dry ingredients. It takes about, for this cookie recipe, if I remember, it takes about 3 different applications and you'll get it done. That'll stiffen that up so you can make, so you can use your scoop on it. So stiffening that up. Okay, that's the last of our dry. Scrape your bowl too down. Get it all down in there. Get it all incorporated. Alright, let me get my butter spoon here. Just a minute. Beat that off and get this off of here. I remember as a little boy making cookies with my grandmother. And it smells like grandmother right now. Y'all ever, I told you smells are great memories for all of us. This reminds me of the sugar cookies. She used to make some of the best sugar cookies you ever had. They were so good. So now we've got that. And that'll continue to get, once that flour and sugar and all that sits there with, it'll marry each other is what I call it. Now, get acquainted and all that. So now on our these chocolate chips, I'm not going to put 2 cups in there because we do not need 2 cups. So I'm going to put just about a half a cup. I'm not putting no 2 cups of that in there for Mother now. Now y'all can do it for yours, but I'm not. And then I'm not going to put macadamia nuts in it because of Billie Jean. You know him. We're trying to get them morsels incorporated into our dough, cookie dough. And that, see how that's balling up? That's good. That's good. Let me get one of my things over here, one of my scoops. And I'm just going to get my old pan. Let me get my scoop here. And the seal pad looks like hell on here, but I love using I need to buy some new seal pad to go on them. But it still works. So I'm just going to dip them out. And that's a little more than a teaspoon, but that's alright. So we'll just dip them out there. Sometimes I'll put this in the refrigerator if I'm not going to cook them all that day. And kind of pack it down in there. Make sure I don't have too many voids. So that makes about 6 big cookies. Good, six cookies. I just kind of flatten them down just a little bit in my hands, and they'll spread on out. If they get too close, then I just cut them after I get them done. So now I'm going to put them on 375, probably 8 to 11 minutes, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm going to show y'all something that I do. Sometimes it's just Mother and I got my other pan out. I don't have my seal pad. I've got to buy another seal pad for it. But what I'll do is I'll split my cookie dough up. Now you can do this with coconut, anise, your pure lemon extract. You can get sherbine, or you can do the McCormick. You can put anise in it. You can just do so many things with a dough like this. Now I'm just going to put some lemon in this, and the next few cookies will be a little different flavor. So we'll kind of act like we went to the grocery store and got a variety pack. We all like a little variety, you know. So I'm just going to put about a half teaspoon. Well, maybe not that much. Let's just say about a half teaspoon. You know, my grandmother said they wore this as perfume when she was a girl. I think the alcoholics drink it and the girls wore it. Okay, so let's just kind of, that'll finish up getting that out of the bottom, because I don't like wasting, you know. So there's still a little bit of flour down there. That'll mix that around, give us a little hankering of a lemon cookie. Little bit of different flavor. See that? Just you mixed it in. So now I've got my other pan here. Let me see if I've got really. Really don't want this big of a cookie here. So I'm gonna clean that out of with a spoon there, a little scoop. At least not, it won't not. We'll just take a little bit on our hands. We'll just ball them up. What do y'all think? Might as well. Just ball them up. All you gotta do. I guess let's see how many would come out and then we'll adjust. We'll adjust it. We'll adjust it. And a little bit. You don't want them too big. Alright. I have to do 2 pans. Hope not, but if I have to, that's fine too. That's making a lot more because we're doing smaller balls. Smaller balls. Let's see. Okay. That's nice. A little bit bigger. That's okay because we've got that's all we want. Get all of it off by now. Now that's taken care of. So now I'm going to lay these balls right here. Because I'm not going to bake them and have them go together. So I'm going to put them that far apart. And that'll leave 4. I hate, well, those would probably be alright. Let's see. That third ball is a bad situation there. Alright, we'll try that. Oh, something's a beeping. Turn the food and turn the... Let's see. Okay. So, those are, I kind of put them, they're going to be kind of misshaped though. If you put them up against that edge, it'll flatten one side and they look like the Dickens. Oh, it doesn't matter to me. I'm not going to do it. I'm just not going to try to hurry. I never have been one to hurry things. If I can't do it right, I don't want to do it at all. I'll just cook 4 cookies and I'll cook these like I normally do. So we'll wait till those get in here. We're going to get this washed up. And just as soon as those, let me peek at them. Oh, they're fluffing up. We'll talk to you in a bit. Okay, on these lemons, I'm just going to kind of push them down a little bit. You know, I think those will be fine if I just put these. Because when you push them down, you can tell how far they're probably going to go. So I think we'll be alright. Pull that over a little bit. We've got one. Probably set that kind of like that. If not, we're not going to a beauty contest. So I'll just kind of push them to make sure where they're going to come out. Now I may transfer those, but I'm going to get some of this sugar sprinkles just to be a little different on these. Like an old Christmas cookie. I remember those little green and red Christmas cookies we got. Over here y'all can have some cookies with us. So there, we've got those ready to go in to the oven, and let me check those and I'll be back. Okay, I heard them. Let me get them. Well, they're kind of brown. There. Oh, fluffed up pretty nice. Look at that. Well, let's get these in there. So we can get this. I'm going to put it back on 375. And those I'm going to put on 8 minutes. Now you'll have to let these cool for about 3 or 4 minutes, 4 or 5 minutes, something like that. And then you can take them off and put them on your plate. On your plate. Let me get the kind of a little plate here. They'll sit down. Those will cool off and be real good. Hopefully they'll be real good. You know, I use these old cake spatulas more than I do anything in the world. I buy them when they're at the garage sales or something. I see how those are going to just lift off there. These would be nice for a lady's tea. Kind of a lady's tea. And that's still hot as fire, that pan. That's why I went ahead and got them off. Usually I put them on a cooling rack, but not today. Not today. All right. Those. Get this kind of wiped up here. You know, I can't stand too many messes going on, and I'm a big mess myself. Okay, once I get them others out, I'll come back and show them to you. Like the Christmas lemon cookies. Alright, so I got another herb cookie and her little glass of milk. Now let's check those other little cookies here, and we'll see. There's our little baby cookies. Just set them here, and sometime I'll take my spatula and I'll just push it down, just to flatten them out just a little more. Usually I'll do it before, but if I do forget like I just did, then that's fine too. See, they'll just come off there, but we'll let them cool. We'll let them cool there. So I wish y'all was here to have a little cookie with us. And a glass of milk. You can't beat a cookie and a glass of milk. God bless you, God bless us, God bless the United States. Hope y'all are okay with this filming this with my phone until I get the cameras all set up. Once the kitchen gets painted and everything, I'm doing the best that I can. God bless you. We love you. Don't forget to like us, subscribe, and do whatever you gotta do. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.